bullpen just kept pouring gasoline on the fire. Game 2 on Saturday was all Sox, both at the plate and on the mound. Kevin Youkilis led the way with 2 of Boston's 4 home runs, and young Tanichi Tazawa quieted the torrid Yankee bats. And while A.J. Burnett was left to channel his inner Nancy Kerrigan and simply ask why. Why? Well, so New York came into last night's rubber match still holding the 6.5 game lead they came in with on Friday. And first pitch of the baseball game, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Josh Beckett. And Derek Jeter turns on it, his 16th home run of the season, giving the Yanks a 1-0 lead. The first of many, Hideki Matsui, Robbie Cano, here comes Alex Rodriguez. They'd all get homer happy as well. And then in the top of the 8th, Beckett's still in. Matsui with his 2nd home run of the game, getting acquainted with the pesky pole down the right field line. 8-4, Yanks in the lead. And in the 9th inning, Mariano Rivera in and Jacoby Ellsbury, you're out. Yanks add a game to their lead and now are atop the AL East by 7.5 games. And well, right there you can see the offensive explosion. Even with Tazawa's well-pitched game on Saturday, the explosive offensive numbers were relatively even for both teams. I mean, nearly 10 runs a game for each, 81 total hits, 14 home runs. But really, the only thing that matters is right there at that bottom row. 2 wins for the Yanks, 1 for the Sox. These two will face off again on the last weekend in September at Yankee Stadium.
The runners go. Line drive caught by Quinlan. He makes the 10. It's a triple play, and the ball game is over. An unassisted triple play to end the ball game. Unbelievable.
Well, Mets play-by-play man Gary Cohn summed it up pretty good right there. Unbelievable. In fact, unless you're at least 82 years old, you haven't seen a Major League Baseball game end like that in your lifetime. But that's just the way yesterday's tilt between the Mets and Phillies concluded with an unassisted triple play, the first to end a game since 1927. Oh, and Pedro Martinez came back to beat his former team. Not the best of days for the Metropolitans.
Now we're going to toss things over to Damien Quinlan as he'll tell you about games in Chittenden County. Damien?
Yeah, thanks, Ken. That's right. Hornets and Cougars getting it on in Essex. I'll be there for Mount Mansfield taking on Essex. And, of course, we know Mount Mansfield had a tough end to the season last year, losing in the state championship for the 3rd consecutive year, hopefully turning it around there. And, well, Essex, with their high-powered offense, looking to score a lot of points. Also going to be checking out some Colchester and Middlebury action, Division II. It's all going to be good. It's Friday Night Lights, getting it started off right. Hey, Matt, why don't you take us on home?
So as you can see, we have our team ready. I guess the only question remaining is, are you ready for another great season?
Now, right around 6 o'clock tonight, I'm sure many of you are gathering around your television to get caught up on all your news, weather, and sports by flipping over to News Channel 5. But instead of Kelly's smiling face greeting you on the other side of your set, you instead saw the Gelled Wen tradition final go into sudden death. But would overtime golf keep you from the best news team in the biz? Well, let's head out to 17. And here's John Cook eyeing the long birdie try, and he sinks the putt to go 17 under and takes the outright lead right there. Mike Reed in the bunker. His shot hits the green and rolls within a foot of the hole. Great sand save by Reed. He'd make the short par putt to force to the first playoff hole, and Cook has this birdie attempt from about 20 feet out, but he rolls it past the hole, setting up Reed with the 10-foot birdie putt. He rolls it in and makes the dramatic comeback and wins the Gelled Wen tradition. And it also allowed us to join you for a full newscast, which, well, it's always a good thing.
Now, the News Channel 5 2-minute drill.
Good morning. Former New York Giants wide receiver Plexico Burress pleaded guilty last week to a weapon charge stemming from an incident last year in which he accidentally shot himself in the leg at a New York nightclub. Burress, who will be sentenced on September 22nd, hasn't spoken publicly about the incident until now. The 9-year NFL veteran recently sat down with ESPN's Jeremy Schaap. Congratulations go out to Jason on his rather large haul of fish and his equally large haul of cash. You can see there, 56 pounds, 3 ounces over the course of 3 days. My friends, that's a lot of fish and a lot of cash. 45 grand for the win.
Not too bad.
Big stuff.
All right, let's take a quick look at Storm Tracker 5000. We do have a slight flooding concern just to the north of Tupper Lake there. Some heavier rain, so we do have a flood advisory that's going to be in effect for the next few hours. Otherwise, everyone else will just see some showers and storms. Things will be similar tomorrow, a little bit less sticky, and then clearing out for everyone to go back to work. on Monday, and the pick of the week is on Tuesday.
And you'll be tracking that tomorrow morning as well.
Of course.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.